I know that smoking is probably not good for my health. Most people who smoke in America know that smoking is probably not good for their health. Do we need the federal government to tell us?
This legislation is on the floor because people are killing themselves smoking these evil cigarettes. And the distinguished gentleman, the minority leader, is going to be amongst the next to die.
Smoke belly.
Smoke belly.
Smoke twice as refreshed.
Smoke twice as refreshed.
Smoke you belly. Menthol fresh belly.
In New York City, a single pack of cigarettes will set you back $12. You can't smoke them in your local bar or after a meal in your favorite restaurant. If Mayor Mike Bloomberg gets his way, and he usually does, you soon won't be able to light up in parks or on beaches either. And if the federal government gets its way, you soon might not be able to legally purchase menthol cigarettes anywhere. In the past decade, the government has stepped up its campaign against cigarette smoking and the companies that produce them. You might have noticed that your light cigarettes are no longer light, but gold or blue. Can't say medium, light, or ultralight anymore, lest one get the impression that this particular brand might give you an ultralight form of cancer. Recently, the FDA banned flavored cigarettes, stopping the scourge of banana and spice smokes that no one had ever heard of prior to the ban. These candy-flavored cigarettes supposedly hook kids when they're young, masking, as one critic says, the taste of the poison. But Dr. Michael Siegel, an anti-smoking activist and professor at Boston University's School of Public Health, says that arguments claiming flavored cigarettes are a gateway to smoking are demonstrably false. The ban on so-called candy cigarettes was symbolic and had no effect on teen smoking rates. In an effort to placate the American tobacco industry and get the bill passed, menthol cigarettes were exempted from the legislation. Because a higher proportion of menthol smokers are African American, this was interpreted by some as racist. Former Secretary of Health, Education, and Welfare, Joseph Califano, claimed the exemption was clearly putting black children in the back of the bus. And the Congressional Black Caucus demanded that the menthol issue be revisited soon. But Califano can sleep easy, because now the FDA has revisited the issue with a vengeance, attempting to ban the sale and production of Salems and Newports, again arguing that they are a gateway cigarette and that there are ill health effects unique to menthols.
Because it is the important first step we must take in order to get to the point where products like menthol that we believe may injure the health of minorities and others will no longer be available.
But are menthol cigarettes worse for you than non-flavored cigarettes? Are they harder to quit, as its opponents suggest? Despite the claims by anti-tobacco zealots, there's no evidence to suggest that a Marlboro menthol is more harmful than a Marlboro Light, nor any that suggest they're more difficult to quit. Despite the constant invocation of the kids, a ban on menthol makes no sense.
I'll smoke to that.
As Professor Siegel points out, all cigarettes contain flavor additives to entice people to their brand. All Camels, for instance, contain brown sugar, high fructose corn syrup, cocoa, and licorice. After a ban on phantom banana cigarettes and now menthols, what will prevent government regulators from banning all cigarettes? Well, that's the point. As reluctant as I am to admit it, in this instance, John Boehner is right.
There's not a smoker in America that doesn't understand that smoking isn't good for you.
Further government intervention to prevent smokers from having a choice are merely steps on the road to the complete abolition of tobacco products, and therefore the creation of an enormous black market. For Reason TV, I'm Michael Moynihan.